Did you know that the term jet black comes from the stone jet? What other interesting facts about jet are you missing out on? My name is Sheila from Satin Crystals, and today we are discussing the wonderful world of jet stone, its meanings, its properties, and answering your top 5 questions about jet. And of course, before we do, you are liking the video and subscribing to our channel because you do not want to miss out on all of your upcoming crystal healing videos. So let's learn about jet and find out if you are somebody who could benefit from jet properties. What is jet stone? So jet is a lignite, which is a form of coal that developed from ancient waterlogged wood. This wood was present in the Jurassic period, and today we would relate it to our current day monkey puzzle tree or Chilean pine. The wood was waterlogged, it was under extreme heat, extreme pressure, and it fossilized into what we now know as jet. Jet is usually black in color, very rarely a very dark brown. Those are the only 2 colors that it comes in. And it's not a mineral like other crystals, but it is considered a semi-precious gemstone in organic matter, just like amber or pearls. The top 5 questions we are going to answer about jet today are: what are the metaphysical healing properties of jet? How do you use jet in your healing practice? How do you take care of your jet stones? How do you tell if your jet is real or fake? And finally, is jet the same as petrified wood or amber? What are the metaphysical properties of jet? Jet is most popularly known as a protection stone. It has been used for thousands and thousands of years as a protective amulet. People wear it or keep it with them or grid their home or space with jet to keep away the evil eye. And this can be physical dangers or it could be metaphysical dangers for those who are doing any kind of astral travel or energy work. In Spanish, jet stone is known as azabache, and this is a term for protection. It is very popular in northern Spain, where you can also find natural jet, where pilgrims who do the Camino de Santiago trail, the pilgrimage trail, will carry jet or azabache with them. Another property of jet is that it is a very grounding stone. It helps to center and balance your mind and your bodies. It roots you at the root chakra into the earth, plugs you into the powerful forces of Mother Nature. And lastly, the 3rd most popular property of jet is that it is a mourning stone. So in the Victorian era, jet became a very, very popular stone for those who were in mourning. They would wear jet stone with them to help absorb that grief and fill those empty voids with hope. How do you use jet stone in your healing practice? I'm going to show you a few ideas on how you can use your jet stone, and then head over to the Satin Crystals jet stone meaning page, and we have a lot more ideas for you. So the first way to use jet stone is to wear jet for mourning energy. So if you're in mourning, whether it is a loss of life or a loss of something familiar, if you're going through some kind of transition or change and you want to absorb that grief, you can wear jet jewelry with you throughout the day to help you absorb that energy and realize that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Use jet wands when you want to remove negative blocks from your aura and from your chakras. These particularly are massage wands, so you can use them also physically on your body and release tension that way. Use jet tumbled stones to grid your space for protection. These are particularly popular for gridding around your wealth corner in feng shui or anywhere where you have areas of business, if you have a cash register or what have you, you'll grid your area with jet stones for protection of wealth. You can also use these tumbled stones to lie in a crystal layout, just surrounding your body, placing them on your chakras, and feeling that protective web form around you. Use a jet sphere when you're doing meditations to help alleviate worries and fears and protect you during your meditative state. These polished forms of jet are also great to use as worry stones, where you can rub the stone and release your stress and worries that way. Wear jet jewelry during your travels for that grounding awareness. So you're aware of your surroundings and you are protected at all times. Jet is a perfect travel stone and companion with moonstone. We do have a whole list of great crystals to combine with your jet at Satin Crystals as well. So jet for travel, you can wear it, you can place in your pocket, your luggage, what have you. It's a great travel stone. How do you care for your jet stone? Jet is one of the stones which you can place in water, so a quick rinse under tap water or a little bit of a soak and then a complete dry will be okay for jet. However, like all natural gemstones, if you do have a raw piece of jet, or if your polished jet does have those visible lines and fractures, you do want to be careful because those are weak spots where it can disintegrate in prolonged water. If you do have jet jewelry, you'll also want to make sure that you are taking care of how you are treating the jewelry components. So that's a whole different thing as well. Now, jet cannot be cleaned in any harsh chemicals, any jewelry machine cleansers. It can, however, you can use a little bit of mineral oil to polish it up. Jet is a pretty soft stone. It is 2.5 to a 4 on the Mohs scale of hardness of 10. So it is brittle. You don't want to treat it harshly. You don't want to bang it or get it into any situation where you're dropping it and it shatters. So handle with care and keep away from stones or materials that are harder than a 4 on the Mohs scale of hardness if you want to avoid those scratches. So those are a few ways on how to care for your jet. If you are looking for how to cleanse, charge, and metaphysically program your jet stones, we do have a video on crystal cleansing for you. How do you tell if your jet stone is real or fake? Unfortunately, there is a lot of jet fakes out there. Just because jet used to be so popular that they wanted to find imitations and substitutes that were cheaper to pass off as jet stone. Fortunately, jet is very distinct that it is so lightweight compared to a lot of its imitations. Now, of course, the only true way to know if your jet stone is a jet is to send it into a certified laboratory, but that's not always available for us. So the second best way is to buy your jet stone from a trusted vendor. A trusted vendor will have the answers to all your jet questions, or they will tell you that they don't know if they don't know something instead of making it up. Now, if you have neither of these and you want to try to determine if your jet stone is real, I have a few tips for you. They're not conclusive in themselves, but they will help you determine if your stone is jet or something else. Jet stone is very lightweight, as we said. It is also very soft on the Mohs scale of hardness, so it's usually very easy to tell from other black gemstones. For example, these two look pretty much the same, but this one here is an obsidian stone, and this here is a jet. This jet already has a lot of dings and bangs because it's so soft and it was kept with other stones. Here's the obsidian, is glacier, and if you look really closely, you can also see the little silver sheen for silver sheen obsidian. Jet stone is always black and it doesn't fade. It also usually never has any other inclusions except for the rare occasion where it does have pyrite. So this bracelet up here has jet and golden metallic pyrite inclusions. That is a natural form that jet can be found. So telling from other black stones, easy because of the weight. It is super lightweight, maybe even half the weight of your other black stones like obsidian, onyx, or tourmaline. This is a test I don't recommend you doing unless you have a piece of jet that you don't care about having a little bit of a burn. But one other way to test jet stone is to heat up a hot needle, a little pinpoint, so that you can press it into the jet and see what kind of smell comes out of it. Jet stone, real jet, will have a petroleum oil or a coal smell. The oil smell comes from when it was formed, and a lot of organic oils from the algae or plankton are still in the jet. And burning plastic, of course, will smell like burning plastic. The glass will not be affected by your little needle pinpointed on it. So this is a way that will destroy your jet, but if you have a raw piece or if you have a discrete area of your jet and you really want to know, you can use that method. Jet is not as cold as other materials that may be faking jet. So for example, glass is much colder than jet. Of course, other black gemstones are much colder than jet as they are real minerals, and crystals themselves are usually cool to the touch. So this obsidian I have here, if I place it on my cheek, it is icy cold. If I place this jet stone on my cheek, it is pleasantly cool, but it is not as cold as the obsidian stone. So this is a good way to distinguish if you have jet or a glass or a different black gemstone. Plastic might be a little bit difficult to tell between jet and plastic using this temperature method, but it's great to distinguish other stones and materials. Another way they tell you to determine if you have real jet is to rub it vigorously over a natural material, like for example, if you have a cotton shirt, and to produce static electricity. Now, as I said, jet is a little bit brittle, so you want to be careful of this method. You could just end up breaking your stone instead. But it's supposed to be like amber, where it does have that electrical charge when it is rubbed against a natural material like cloth. So you could try it that way. It usually works better with non-polished items or matte polish rather than super glossy. And you do have to rub it really vigorously where it's really heated up. So might not be that easy, but you could give it a try. You can use the streak test to determine if your jet stone is real or not. Now, all gemstones have a streak color, meaning when you rub it or streak it across an unglazed white tile or piece of white paper, the powder that comes out will be a certain color for that certain stone. For jet stone, although it is black on the outside, it will always have a brownish streak. So you can use that method. Of course, this will also destroy your stone. It's best done with raw pieces of jet. And this will determine if you have jet, if you have a glass, if you have other black stone. However, there are two imitation jets, vulcanite and gutta percha, which also give a brown streak. But these two have very different properties than real jet, which you can read about on Satin Crystals. So they are easy to determine that they are actually fakes. So use the streak test and see what you find out. To determine if you have real jet or black glass, which when the Victorian era surged real jet into popularity, a lot of black glass was used as fake jet. And they termed it a fancy name, French jet. French jet is merely black glass. And to tell the difference, we can scratch jet with glass, but glass cannot be scratched with jet because jet is a softer material. And of course, you can use the other methods of determining real jet as well, but those are ways to determine if you have black glass or real jet. Is jet a petrified wood or an amber? So first, let's talk about petrified wood. Jet is not petrified wood. It is a fossilized, ancient, waterlogged wood, whereas petrified wood is a crystallized wood where the crystals replace the organic wood material. So it still has the woody texture, but it is all crystal now. So it's either, it could be jasper, it could be opals, it could be quartz. Petrified wood is very, very dense and very, very heavy. This jet ball is super light. This petrified wood sphere is very heavy. So it's easy to tell. Plus, petrified wood comes in all sorts of colors. These are all the colors of the minerals that replaced the wood, whereas jet has no crystals within it. It is just the compressed, ancient waterlogged wood from the Jurassic period, and now it has just been fossilized into this black formation. Jet is also not a amber. So as we said, jet is a fossilized waterlogged wood, whereas amber is a fossilized tree sap. So the sap from the tree has been fossilized into amber. Amber also comes in a lot of different colors, just like petrified wood, and it is always translucent, meaning you can see through the stone for the colors. There is a debate whether there's actually black amber or not. So black amber shows very dark, like these stones here on the necklace. However, when you look through the translucent stone, you'll notice that they're actually dark reddish orange and not actually black amber. Jet stone is opaque. You can't see through it, and it's always black or very, very, very dark brown. Jet is actually nicknamed black amber. Can jet stone benefit you? If you can relate to one or more of these statements, then jet is for you. First of all, if you are seeking a protection stone, a great stone against the evil eye, use jet. If you're looking for a grounding stone to root you into the power of the earth, jet is for you. If you are seeking a mourning stone, then use jet to see you through those grieving times. If you enjoy wearing the color of black, jet is perfect for you. If you want to gift somebody protection, somebody going through mourning, somebody who needs some grounding, or somebody who has their 27th anniversary, jet is a stone for the 27th year of marriage. And finally, if you are attracted to the idea of a super lightweight gemstone, you can layer up, you can hold a bunch of at one time, jet is the stone for you. Thank you for watching today. What did you learn about jet stone? We would love to hear your stories and experiences with this organic gemstone. If you need jet stone in your life, head over to Satin Crystals. We have a whole selection of jet stones and jewelry for you. While you're there, join the Satin Crystals VIP Club and SMS Club as we send out free crystal healing information every single week. Thank you for watching, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and as always, thank you for spreading your light into our world.